Thank you for joining me for my Racquet Club market update. I'm Ron Wilstein, a broker at Keller Williams Luxury Properties in Park City, Utah. We're going to look at sales at Racquet Club going back the past 12 months and see what the prices are doing. But I want to begin by giving you an update on the Park City real estate market first. Over the past 12 months, there's been 1,379 sales. Now this consists of homes, condominiums, and vacant land. This is all real estate brokerages combined, and that is up by 3% or 36 sales from the same time period the year before. More specifically broken down, we see that homes have increased by 10%, with the number of sales climbing from 492 sales all the way up to 541 sales. Condominiums have remained even, in fact exactly even, at 66 sales both years, and lot sales are down from 185 sales to 172 sales, down by 7%, but really only 13 fewer transactions. But let's turn our attention to prices because, of course, everyone's interested in knowing what's happening with prices. The good news is prices are going up. They continue to climb, and here's what it looks like for homes. We're looking here at single-family homes. The red bars represent the time period of April 2016 through March 2017. Several bars represent the same time period the year before. And I've broken this into two categories within the Park City city limits and the Snyderville Basin, which is the county area of Park City, still within the Park City School District. You see here that prices have climbed really nicely, up 20% in the city limits from a medium sold price previous year at $1,500,000 all the way up to $1,800,000. So really nice appreciation. Snyderville Basin saw a nice double-digit 10% increase, with the median price climbing to $970,000 from the previous number of $881,750. So it's toying with that $1 million price point. We'll keep an eye on that. Condominiums, of course, Racquet Club falls into condominium category inside the city limits. Values up by 21% overall. This is all condos, not exclusively Racquet Club. And it climbed from a medium sold price of $577,500 all the way up to $700,000. With the Snyderville Basin, a 15% increase, with the condos there climbing to $472,500 from the previous number of $410,000. Lot sales, now keep in mind there aren't a lot of lots that sell, especially within the Park City limits. Relatively no change in the city limits, with the new number being 702,500, inching up from the previous year's 700,000 medium sold prices. But you notice in the county area, the Snyderville Basin, a nice 19% appreciation increase from 400,000 to 475,000. So that gives you an overview of the Park City real estate market. Now let's turn our attention to Racquet Club. Racquet Club is a condominium, and the condominium sales at Racquet Club haven't changed year over year. Now that's not bad news. It just means that during the past year there's been 9 sales, and previous year there were 9 sales. So it stayed steady. Racquet Club condominiums sell at a pace of 1 sale every 41 days. Now I'd like to bring this up because it's interesting to know what the absorption rate is. And what absorption rate is, it's the length of time that the current inventory of properties should take to sell based upon looking back 1 year and seeing what the pace of sales were then. So a year ago, Racquet Clubs were selling average 1 sale every 41 days, which is very strong. Now, if we had any properties on the market, we would calculate how long it should take for that inventory to be absorbed, but there are no condominiums at Racquet Club on the market. The market is very strong. They've been purchased very quickly when they come on the market if they're priced appropriately, and so very good time to sell. Definitely favors the seller. There are buyers out there who have an interest in acquiring a Racquet Club, and if yours was on the market, you probably would sell it relatively quickly. So let's look at what the sale prices have been for Racquet Club over the past 12 months. They've ranged anywhere from a low of $432,500 all the way to $599,000. Again, you have to take into account different locations, whether 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, whether they've been remodeled or not. So that's where you get the variation. But that medium sold price, in other words, of those 9 sales that occurred, the 5th one, right smack in the middle, sold for $480,000. That's up about 2% from the previous year's medium value, which was $470,000. So it's nice to see the values going up, and again, the market is strong right now for Racquet Club. Now, if you happen to be curious more specifically about the details, which were the units that sold, what were their characteristics, it's really easy. All you have to do is send me an email to ron@thewilsteinteam.com, and I'll send you the specific details on those 9 sales, and I'll give you some good information. If you have any questions, then call me. I want to share with you how you can get information about the Racquet Club market whenever you wish, and it's very easy. You simply go to BuyParkCityRealEstate.com, our website, /Racquet Club, and let me take a second here to show you what you would see if you did that. We're looking here at our website, BuyParkCityRealEstate.com, specifically our page on Racquet Club. And if you go to that page, you see that you have a little description about Racquet Club, and you have these 2 buttons. The green button says watch a webinar for an update on the Racquet Club condominiums. In effect, that's what you're doing right now. We update it frequently, so you just hover over it, click it, and you watch the most recent webinar. Then this button here says send me current sales data for Racquet Club condominiums, and all you do is hover over that, click on that. That will take you to a different page, very simple page. Fill out your property information, your contact information, go down a little lower. If you have any specific questions, ask them in the comment box, and then click the green button, submit the form, and that will send me the form, and we'll send you the information on Racquet Club anytime you want. So you don't need to wait for the next webinar. You can get it in between webinars. We typically do these about every 6 months on Racquet Club. Finally, I want to just wrap up by talking about the home selling season. We're at the end of the 2016-17 ski season. We're moving into the spring and summer months, and so the attention typically in Park City focuses on home selling. Racquet Club units are homes for a lot of people. They're not just rental properties, and so it is applicable what I'm going to share. So if you want to hang on a little more, I'll give you a couple tips and tricks to sell your property. And frankly, this would be true in any market across the country. What sellers want, and this is pretty standard, is they want the best possible sale price within their desired time frame. Some sellers need to sell quickly because they have reasons. Maybe they're getting a job transfer, want to get closer to their family members, whatever the reason is. So time frame sometimes plays into pricing. Other people don't have to sell quickly at all, but the point is every seller wants the highest possible price within their time frame, and this is accomplished in a number of different ways. Today's buyers shop online. 94% of all buyers go to the internet first, and so your impression online is very important. That's a first impression. So I want to share with you some tips for preparing your home or your condominium to sell. Your property needs to look its very best inside and out when it is shown on the internet, so that buyers will be attracted to it and want to inquire more or see it. Outstanding images have to be captured with a professional photography to attract buyers online. The question is, how do you get your home ready for the photographer? How do you make the best possible impression? And what we like to refer to is the fake living day. And what the fake living day is, in effect, it's the photo day, but it's how you prepare your house. Now, the reason why I call it a fake living day is because no one lives in a home that looks the way we want your home to look on photo day. It frankly would be impossible for you to live in there because, of course of living, you move things, you mess up things, you change things, and it doesn't always look its best. So in that sense, on photography day, we want you to fake us out and fake everyone out by making it look better than anyone can reasonably live in it. But if you do this, your home's going to look terrific, and that is what you want to attract buyers. So a couple of tips. Remove personal items on that fake living day. Here's a couple of pictures here where it's highly personalized, and this may be difficult for a prospective buyer to visualize their personal items in here because they're just too personal. It's also a good idea to remove religious items. They're somewhat of a distraction for some people, and so they don't help. So I recommend pulling those down. Also remove dead animals. For some people it's their pride and joy, but it is a distraction for other people. They just can't see the house. It's not what everybody's into. So you want to get your property ready, and those are some suggestions. You also want to clear everything off of flat surfaces. And if you don't, your property kind of looks like these pictures here. You have too many things on your counters, too much clutter, and so smooth out the counter, get rid of everything that doesn't need to be there, and certainly for Fake Living Day, even a few more things. Also, that flat surfaces include vertical surfaces, so look at your refrigerator, get rid of those notes, clean it up so that it looks better. Take a look at this. That's clean surfaces. That's the best impression. That attracts buyers to want to see your home. Another suggestion is set dining tables for an elegant dinner. This picture just indicates how inviting it is when your table is set for someone to be there as opposed to being totally clear, which is a clear flat surface, but dining tables make it inviting. Kitchens are an important part of the home. They should be clean, orderly, ready to go. This is not an example of that. Too much clutter. Move the toaster. Get rid of items that are a distraction. Let your granite countertops show off. People like that. It's easy to forget about the pets. Get rid of that dog dish, the dog bed, anything like that. Trash cans that are hanging out. Those do not live on Fake Living Day. Look at the difference. Here's a home that hasn't been adjusted for Fake Living Day. Here's what it looks like now. It's much more inviting. Make your way into your bathrooms. Clear those shampoos, soaps, trash cans, toilet bowl cleaners, you name it. Laundry room, ditch the baskets. Those all disappear. It's Fake Living Day. Organize your closets. Keep in mind that only walk-in closets are photographed. Otherwise, it's just too small and they don't work on the website pictures. But look how nice that looks. Most people don't complain about having too much space in their closet when they're moving from a place. They may be moving from a cluttered one. This is inviting for them. And then I want to mention that the 3 rooms that sell a home that's most important for you to focus in on are the kitchen, the great room, in some cases the living room, and the master bedroom. Those are the areas that are most important. Those are the areas that people spend a lot of time in, and they make the decision between someone buying one property versus another. So those are just a handful of tips and tricks. There's more, but I wanted to give those to you now and let you know that we're here to assist you in any way that we can. One of the things that we do to help people who are thinking of preparing their home to sell it is to give them a free A/B repairs list. What that in essence is we come by, take a look at the property, and we make suggestions based upon repairs or enhancements that you can do. If a repair is classified as an A, it's an item that if you do that repair, that will either make the difference between your property selling or not selling, or you should get whatever it costs you to do the repair out of it and more by doing it. B items are items that are important, but a little harder to ascertain their value. We'll also, of course, give you a free Fake Living Day consultation and a number of other consultations so that you're successful at selling your property. We're here to advise you along the way. It's very important. And if you want any special assistance, if you want to know how your property compares to other properties that have sold, give us a call. This is Doug, my colleague here, myself, happy to come out, share the data with you. There's no cost. There's no obligation. Finally, if you want to learn how much your Racquet Club may be worth, it's really easy. All you do is go to BuyParkCityRealEstate.com. That's the homepage. Scroll down to the section entitled Learn What Your Property is Worth and complete the form, or just send Doug or I an email. Let me just take you to the website again. Here we are. This is the home landing page. You just scroll down a little bit past this property search, past some of the webinars and properties we have listed to this section here. Learn what your property is worth. This will take you less than a minute to complete. There's a number of different pull downs, how many bedrooms or bathrooms. You just select the appropriate information, fill in your name, your contact information, and then this first item, you click it, which simply says contact me for a free property value assessment. Go down to the green button, push it, and then we will receive notification and contact you. And it's just that easy. So you can find out what your property is worth anytime you want. Have any other questions? Send me an email, ron@thewilsteinteam.com. Doug's not joining me on this presentation, but you can reach out to him at doug@thewilsteinteam.com. If you want us to give you a call, include your phone number and the best time for us to give you a ring. Finally, let me just wrap up and say every single month we do a Market Talk webinar. About the middle of the month, we include an overview of the Park City real estate market. We go into more detail than I have here, so it's there's just more information on it. And then we deal with 2 or 3 or 4 topics that are relevant on everybody's mind. It's changing Park City real estate, whatever. And you can get caught up anytime you want. Those are updated every single month. So you are tuned into changes in the real estate market right away. So thank you for taking the time to join me for this webinar. We're here to help in any way that we can. And as the ski season's coming to end, come to Park City and enjoy it for the summer months. Bye-bye.